Hi there, welcome to another episode of Soul Worthy Love, where we explore that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. In this mini-series, it's more for couples, and the title of this mini-series is Why Love Feels Hard Even When You're with the Right Person. And in episode number 1, the hidden force driving your reaction in love. You know those moments where something small turns into Third World War? It's not the dishes, it's not the tone, it's the subconscious pattern. And you both have them. Mm-hmm. You want to start something? I have tons I can say, but
yeah, I've never really been an angry person, so I don't really, with my ex-partner, it was never a thing. That's the person that I've been the longest with to be able to compare it to. So maybe that's something as well, not feeling safe to express anger. But yeah, no.
Well, it's funny because this week I've had 2 people coming to see me. They've been doing lots of inner work. So it was funny because both of them blew up on their partner. And it was so big. It was like almost like separation, like this is it, like we're leaving each other. And both of them knew though that emotions are guides to show us where we have the illusion of being unworthy of love. Emotions are guides to show us where we have the illusion of being unworthy of love. And one, she was so mad, she said, I want to kill him. And I said, I know it's not about him. It's about you wanting to kill you right now. It's like, you got to stop saying what you're saying. And lo and behold, I was right. When we started doing the work together, it went back to when she was 25 years old and she had done things that she was not proud of, that made her feel like she was unworthy of love. And now when her partner was not listening to what she was saying, it's like all of a sudden, all this desperation, this loathing, this emotion she had, it was like, just came up. And again, okay, if this represents the dark side, when you have a big challenge, don't go around it, go through it, use it to your advantage. That's why these 2 women that came to see me, they've been doing the work, so they knew that actually, even though this was unpleasant, there was the seed of an opportunity to let go of a belief about themselves that was hurting them. Mm-hmm. So the more driven you are, the more you want to accomplish something in your life with something. When you face a challenge, like a strong emotion, just don't poo-poo it. Don't say, I'm just going to forget about it, What you need to do is you need to actually stop and ask yourself, why am I feeling this emotion? And there's conscious reason, but most of the time it's a subconscious story that you wouldn't be able to connect the two. It's like, that makes no sense, but yeah, And it doesn't have to take 10,000 years. You can do this in 10 minutes, and that's what we did together. We found, the connection to when she was 25 years old that made her feel unworthy of love. So when your partner, is not responding the way you want them to respond, then you just go, they're going to abandon me. The 2 big reasons for fights, I can tell you. It's either you are deeply afraid you're going to be abandoned, or you're deeply afraid that you'll never be able to be loved the way you want to be loved. You're going to be abandoned, or you're going to never be able to be loved the way they want to be loved. So what happens in a relationship? So one person is starting to feel like, I'm not going to be loved the way I want to be loved. So they start being more emotional. In imago work, they call that being the tiger and the turtle. So what ends up is the tiger starts to tiger. Mm-hmm. And then you did not listen to me again. Why are you doing this again? And the tiger becomes really big. And so the turtle, because now they're afraid of being abandoned, just turtles. And then I don't want to hear what he or she is saying, because what if true. If what they're saying is true, then they're going to dump me. So I don't want to hear what they're saying. And by doing that, the person that feels like I'll never be loved the way I want to be loved now becomes more like the tiger. So it's a vicious circle that keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And there are many different methods to learn to do this, but having conscious communication is super important, and also doing the heart freedom method, the mind-body connection work, so you can find the moment where you're being triggered. Lindsay and Jeff, they're two of my coaches that have been trained in doing this work. And so whenever something happens, they just know we're having a fight right now. They go take a time out, come back to the work, and it was like, because every time you do the work, every time you do the heart freedom method with your partner, you actually fall more in love with your partner. Like one time, one of my clients was in a wedding, and these Australian couple came to their wedding, and the woman wanted to leave her husband. She was so mad at him, like that was it. So my client told him, like, go see Lise before you go back to Australia. So they came for an hour. And the whole hour, what we did is we found the stories that was making her feel like she was never going to be loved the way she wanted to be loved. And he was feeling like she was going to abandon me. And from finding the story, then you have more compassion. Where is this coming from? Why is this happening?
The origin of when
the origin. So instead of wanting to pick on your partner when they're doing this now you have compassion. So now instead of resenting your partner, you love your partner. You understand something about love also. And it's such a beautiful experience when you do this work. And I know a lot of people are afraid of doing my soul with love for couples because what if I do this and then I discover that I'm with the wrong partner and we have kids together and the mortgage to pay, I'm going to lose half my money, so they don't want to do the work. While in the meantime, if you do the work, you're actually giving yourself the chance of growing more in love. If you don't do it, the tiger, I'm never going to be loved the way I want to be loved, and now I'm lonely and I'm unhappy and you're not making me happy, and then trying to communicate and the other one turtling back and not listening, because then it's going to happen. That cycle is not going to end. You really need to do the work, otherwise it's not going to work so well. I would say 80% of the time, people who do this kind of work, the Soul With Love program, the only thing that happens is they're more in love with each other. And out of love, sometimes the 20%, they realize, I need to let you go. We're not the right match. I'm not going to be able to grow in more love and wisdom, and I'm not going to help you be the best version of yourself. And out of love for each other, we're going to leave each other, which is what happened for me with my man that I was dating in New Jersey for 6 years, that we only got to see each other 5 days a month. So out of love for each other, because it was not good for him to come to Toronto, and it was not good for me to go to New Jersey. So out of love for each other, we said, okay, we got to end this so we can give ourselves, the chance of truly finding love. Anything you want to add to this?
No, that was perfect.
So what is the situation that you're in? Are you actually just afraid of doing the work because you're afraid that you're going to discover you're not compatible and what it's going to mean to have to do this, if we have to separate? Or is it because deep down you're just afraid that maybe you are unworthy of love and I'm just going to discover something is wrong with me? The good news is it's not true. Your essence is love. You are worthy of love. And whenever we have emotions that are triggering reactions in our couple, often it's just about sitting down and understanding it so you can transcend it, heal it, integrate it, not from your head, but from your whole being, from your heart, so you can grow more in love and wisdom with each other. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like it, subscribe, share it with other people, because our goal by doing this, as we said before, we're not doing this because we want to be in front of a camera. We're doing this because we know that more love in the world is what we need. This is how we can end wars and all these things. And remember that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. Bye for now.